Abu Anas al-Libi made a brief court appearance in New York on Tuesday on charges related to the 1998 bombings of 2 U.S. embassies in Africa. U.S. Special Forces captured al-Libi in Libya, then questioned him on a Navy warship. Last weekend, he was brought to the United States. CCTV's Stephen Fee has more.
That not guilty plea came in this Manhattan federal courthouse, which has become the scene of numerous such hearings in the past 2 decades. U.S. federal prosecutors say Abu Anas al-Libi helped plan and conduct surveillance for the 1998 U.S. embassy attacks in Kenya and Tanzania that killed 224 people.
We know that Mr. al-Libi planned and helped execute plots that killed hundreds of people, a whole lot of Americans, and we have strong evidence of that, and he will be brought to justice.
Al-Libi is 49 years old and considered a highly placed al-Qaeda operative. Under indictment for more than a decade, he was captured at his home in Tripoli earlier this month. While now in the hands of civilian authorities, al-Libi was held and interrogated aboard this U.S. Navy warship for nearly a week.
He's about as important an asset as the United States could want to have in custody right now, because he's been involved in the allegedly involved in the conflict between al-Qaeda and the United States since before 9/11. And therefore, he can tell us, presumably, what has happened to al-Qaeda, where it's active, what the chains of command are, what the money flow is, what potential next attacks are.
The Obama administration has opted to try terror suspects like al-Libi in civilian courts rather than subject them to military tribunals at the U.S. base in Guantanamo, Cuba.
They've been collecting facts on this case for 15 years. And this is a case in which there is substantial evidence. And it should play out in a way that's much more recognizable and non-secret and not guesswork than many other cases that we see.
Al-Libi kept his hands folded as the judge read the charges outlined against him. He appeared frail, keeping with news reports that he'd refused food aboard the USS San Antonio. Wearing sweatpants and a black sweatshirt, he was then escorted out of the courtroom. Al-Libi is expected to reappear later this month. Stephen Fee, CCTV, New York.